Dude. Hello traders, how are you? Hope you are marvelous. Welcome to the live stream. 45 minutes of looking at trades, answering questions, and no news. There's no news today. There's some later on, guys, but not right now. Get all of your questions over to me. I am just going to bring your questions up. Bear with me 1 second. Very unprepared, very bad. Let's take a look, see who we've got in. So Colin, happy days, mate. How are you? Hope the trading's going well. Have you had any of the RSI setups that we spoke about? Arthur, how are you? Good to see you guys. Welcome to the live stream. So we'll start by looking at a few trades that I'm looking at, guys, and then we'll take as many of your questions as we can and just work our way through them as we normally do. Yeah, and guys, it can be about anything. Yeah, it doesn't have to be about a specific pair. It can be about, money management, risk management, psychology, strategy, trading techniques, my experiences, whatever you like, guys. Yeah, I can even answer questions on football and geography. These are also, and film, if you've got any questions about that. Because if I did a quiz, that's what would be my 3 favorite subjects. I thought you should know. Barmy Boy Pappy, how are you? Hi, mate. All right, guys. So welcome to the live stream. So I am in a trade. Yeah, so let's look at that first of all. I'm currently in a trade. Let me have a quick drink before we do. I do so much talking these days, guys. I have to constantly wet my whistle. I'm currently in New Zealand US dollar, guys. So if we look at the day chart, okay, I was interested in shorting this pair because price, was in an uptrend and then it's just come tumbling down. All right, even breaking below the moving average 20. Okay, arguably the trend is still in an uptrend. Yeah, because we haven't broken this last low, but the fact we've come below the moving average 20, we've retraced into this grey zone where we know price has reacted before. So I like this area for potential shorts. Okay. And what I also like, guys, to support this trade is the weekly chart. Yeah. So, look at that weekly candle. Yeah. We've got this area here. Price is almost ranging between here and here. Yeah. If we look at this on the bigger picture, it did break this area, but then come back inside. So potentially, back down to the bottom of this range. Yeah, and just look at that weekly candle, guys. That is super bearish. So, so I'm looking to short this, guys. And then basically, let's start with the H4. Yeah, this grey zone, we're with H4 structure. Still these highs haven't broken. And the idea is to come back down to these lows. Okay, so in terms of H4 structure, it is all good. And then my entry time frame was the H1. Yeah. And an aggressive trade, yeah, because I've entered on this candle, basically, guys. When I saw this bearish candle, it told me that sellers had taken control, yeah, and we can look to take price lower. Why is this more aggressive? Well, it's more aggressive because, we are still in a H1 uptrend. Yeah, currently we are. And if you remember from my morning analysis vid, ideally we want to see a break of this level. If we do, great. It'll be a nice trade. So, yeah, that's what I'm in, guys. I'm in New Zealand US dollar. My stop, I've given a little bit of room, is up here. All right, and my target is down here. I entered here. All right, guys, so that is the trade I am in today, New Zealand US dollar. To be quite frank with you. You know, I'm not liking this candle bouncing off of this level, but, you know, we knew this could be a potential level for, you know, buyers coming in, but we also know this is a potential level for sellers. All right, so maybe we get a bit of price action like this, and then we get a break. All right, so yeah, keep an eye on New Zealand US dollar. I am in this trade. Right, who else have we got in today? Robin, investing with Ian. How are you, mate? We can't see you. Really? Editor, is there anything we can do to make them see me? But you can hear me, guys. Yeah, you can hear me? Okay. But yeah, why can't you see me? I do not know. It's okay now. Okay, good. You can see me, guys. Hello. You don't want to see this face. You want to see the charts. But it helps if you can see my lips move when I talk. You know it's me. Yummy X, hey Tom, how are you? Bel Air cooling mat. I'm assuming you do AC in the Bel Air area. Am I right? I found much regarding your average win rate. Okay, I haven't found much about your average win rate or risk rule monthly, etc. Bel Air Cooling, come check out my VIP Discord and you can look at all of my trades. Okay, check it out. Yeah, you need to join the VIP Discord. Tater Tot, when do you add onto a trade? Good question. Okay, I can see you. We can see you. Good day, Greg. Elvis in the house. Face for the radio. Yes, Angus. Thank you for that comment. Editor, if we could please erase Angus from. I'm only joking. Yeah, face for radio indeed. So, okay, that's a good question. So, how do I add to winners? All right. So, let's take a look. Yeah, let's take a look, and then I'll answer some of the other questions. Yeah, so 1 second, guys. So, Tater Tots, as you are a member, I will answer your question first. So, let's take a look at an example. Where was a trade? So, let's look at US dollar, Japanese yen. This was a trade I took earlier on. So, if you remember a few days back, guys, if you look at the H4, yeah, I'm sure all of you remember this. We were looking for a break of structure, okay, and then a retest into here, and then we buy US dollar, Japanese yen. All right. So this area here is where I bought US dollar yen. So if we drop down to the H1, guys, all right. So what are we looking for? So I entered on this candle here. Okay. All right. And I put my stop below this gray zone. So first of all, once price gets to my first target, and my first target is usually the last H1 high in a buy trade or H1 low in a sell trade. All right. So I close 80% of my trade here. This is part of my strategy, guys. All right. Because I like to secure profit. And with regards to the earlier question, I'm looking for a minimum risk to reward of 1:1. So when I entered here and put my stop here, my target here, that has to be a minimum of risk to reward of 1:1. And I, most of the time, close 80% of the trade at a risk to reward of 1:1 in regards to the earlier question from Bel Air Cooling. So that's what I look for. But then I let 20% run. So at this point, yeah, we have closed this trade. All right. And then price comes back down, you know, and I'm still in this 20%. All right. And what I do, guys, is trail the stop. So my stop was here. Yeah. And then I'm just looking for the next swing low on the H1. Yeah, so my stop would move to here. But remember, this is only for 20%. Okay, then it comes up. Yeah, I'd move my stop loss to here. Yeah, and then this would get taken out. Okay, close, trade finished. All right. However, you know, once we've taken this 80% at this level, yeah, I've closed 80%. I've still got, you know, 80% to play with. Yeah, so when we get this kind of reaction, price comes back down, we get a bullish candle at the moving average 20 and this last area of support and resistance. I can then re-enter 80% of the trade. You know, you could even treat it as a new trade. I can add 100%. Yeah, I can add 60%. Yeah, but I will add to this trade again, put your stop below here, and then look to take price up. So US dollar, Japanese yen, you know, the higher time frame view is to buy this pair, but I can, because I trade the lower time frames, I can get in and out of the US dollar yen many times on the way up. Whereas if you're a swing trader, guys, you know, if you're a swing trader, for example, yeah, if we look at the day chart, yeah, if we go to the day chart, yeah, we would just potentially enter on this candle, put our stop below here, and look to take price up. And you would probably still be in this trade with a potential target of this. You know, that's generally how a swing trader would roll. But because I enter on the H1 and trade the lower time frames, you know, I can get, you know, in the trade, out of the trade, in the trade, out of the trade, comes back down, you know, potentially here. If it comes back here, I can get in the trade, back up to here, out of the trade. All right. So, yeah. And then during that time, I can add to the trade. Okay. So, yeah, I hope that helps you take a tot with regards to, yeah, adding two positions. What else are we looking at, guys? So euro pound. Okay. Okay. All right. So let's have a look at euro pound. Zounderkite. Let's take a look at that. And then we'll look at some of the other questions, guys. All right. So euro pound. Let me have a quick drink, guys. I am losing my voice. And guys, while I have a quick drink, if you're enjoying the analysis, maybe you're new to the channel, if you could subscribe to the channel right now, yeah, smash that notification button. And if everyone could please smash the like button right now. Okay. So, right. Kevin, what's up? How are you, my friend? Euro US dollar, we'll take a look at that. Euro pound for Zounderkite. Let's take a look. Euro pound, where are we? So for me, it's already hit target, Zounderkite, but it didn't give me a chance to get in on this trade. So I like euro pound short because of the weekly chart. All right. So I like euro pound short because of this weekly chart. All right. And as you can see, yeah, yeah, price is back at this level. Okay. And we have got this bearish reaction here, and these highs haven't broke. Okay. So, you know, this structure is still in a downtrend. Okay. So I'm looking to take shorts back down to here, guys. All right. Potentially, if we followed only the weekly chart. But yeah, if we look at the day chart, guys, what are we looking at? Sorry, guys, bear with me 1 second. 1 second. Yeah, so if we drop down to the daily chart, the weekly is in a downtrend, but the daily is in an uptrend. Okay, so price is, we thought was breaking down, potentially coming lower, but then price broke up, breaking this last high here. Okay, and then price has come back down. All right, and we're potentially this moving average 20 and this grey zone could be a good area for longs. All right, so this is what we're looking at, guys. Okay, so we've got a mixed, weekly downtrend, and we've got a daily uptrend. All right, so I've got mixed messages with euro pound, but I was willing to short this pair this morning from here. Yeah, we had a bearish candle. I was looking to take price back down to this 8,600 psychological level. Okay. So yeah, but would I keep shorting this? Probably not, because I really like this area as well for potential buys. Okay. So yeah, a bit of mixed, guys, with euro pound. If we drop down to the H4, sorry guys, bear with me 1 second. I've got someone keep calling me for some reason. Okay, bear with me 1 second. Okay, so yeah. Okay, bear with me 1 second. So euro pound, guys, yeah, we're getting a weekly downtrend, yeah, but a daily uptrend. So what do we want to see? So I'm thinking potentially we could look for buys from here back up to this level, or yeah, we could wait for a breakdown of this level. If price starts to break down, yeah, potentially do this, and we start to see lower lows, then I think we have new, we have movement all the way down to this level here, guys. All right. So yeah, that's what I am seeing on euro pound. If we drop down to the H4 chart, I was looking to sell this today, but just couldn't get in on it, guys. So yeah, if we look at this, guys, so price was coming down. Yeah, we were looking to short it, but I start trading roughly when, the UK market opens, guys. All right. And with this candle here, yeah, that's when the UK market opened and we got this push down. But, I can't enter on this candle because the risk to reward doesn't make sense. Yeah, this is my reward, and I would have to put my risk, up here. And this would be my risk. So there was no trade for me today. So yeah, it was a tricky one, guys, really. We don't have a trade. Okay, everything's okay. It's all right. It's my, it's fine, guys. It's fine. So yeah, guys, that was euro pound. I was looking to short it, but now it's hit target. I'm not interested in this pair anymore, guys. Okay. What else are we looking at? Let's take a look at a few of the other pairs you're looking at. So euro. Okay. So are you, Barmy Boy Pappy, are you willing to take a lot of risk for the chance of a big reward, or are you more conservative and want to minimize risk? I just risk a set amount. Yeah. So for example, if you entered short on this candle, yeah, let's say you sold here and put your stop above here, it's always the same. Yeah. We cannot mess around with risk management or money management. All right. So from here to here, if I entered here, that would be 1%. When I start hedging, that's when I'm willing to increase my risk. Okay. But for example, let's say I was trying to short from here. I sold here and my stop was here. Yeah. This is still 1%. Okay, so my risk parameters don't change, and they shouldn't for you. You should, you should initially risk a percentage amount that you're happy with. Okay, so only trade a risk amount what you're happy with, and whatever your stop loss is, that should be 1%. Okay, so this is 1%. If I enter here, this is 1%. But you can start taking on, more risk as you go. So, for example, this is my initial trade. Yeah, I sell here, my stops here. This is 1%. Okay. Yeah, but when price comes back up here, and then I get another bearish candle like this, then potentially I might increase that 1%. I might enter another sell here, but my stop remains the same. Okay, and then I'll look to take price lower. And remember, as I explained earlier, guys, you can also add to trades. Yeah, if price comes back up to here, you can come back down again. So initially my risk is the same, but I manage a trade. And if I see other setups, I will get in on them. Okay, so sometimes I will be in, for example, euro pound, but in my mind, they are two separate trades. Yeah, if that makes sense, because I will keep getting in and out of the trade as it comes lower, like I explained with US dollar, Japanese yen. So guys, yeah, that is what I do in terms of risk. Yeah, don't mess around with risk. Next one, guys, euro US dollar. Okay, let's take a look at euro US dollar. Sorry guys if I was a bit sidetracked. There seemed to be a bit of a personal emergency, but there wasn't. So I'm now back in the room. Okay, bear with me. Let me have a drink. Okay, so euro US dollar. Let's take a look at that. So before I even look at euro US dollar, guys, I really like the level. I know this before I even look at the trade. Okay, so if we go to the day chart, yeah, I really like the level of euro US dollar. Okay, because if we look at the day chart, we are clearly in an uptrend. It's retraced nicely, and at this area here, we have got loads of nice value and loads of room to push back into. All right, so I really like the level. Yeah, not only do we have this horizontal support as well, we also have the moving average 20 as support. So this could potentially be, a really nice buy. Okay. But it wasn't a trade for today. Why wasn't it? Well, you've got to look at the candlesticks, guys. Yeah. Do you want to buy a daily candle that looks like this? Yeah. And the answer is no. I don't want to buy a candle that looks like this. Maybe this will be a trade for tomorrow. Yeah. Let's say we get a wick, bounce off of this. We get even a bit of a doji candle, something like this. Yeah. We get a candle that looks like this. Then, I'm willing to look to take price back up here. So tomorrow it could be a trade depending on this daily candle, but today it's not. But what am I looking for? Once price gets to these interesting areas, yeah, I'm going to drop down to the lower time frames and take a look and see what's happening. So, it's at a nice level to buy, but nothing is telling me to buy this. Yeah, would you buy that in this current trend? No, nothing's telling me to buy this on the H4. If we drop down to the H1 now, is anything telling you to buy this? Yeah, the answer is no. Yeah, we're clearly in a downtrend. So what would I need to see? I'm not interested in shorts because the day chart is in an uptrend. but I need to see the lower time frames. I need to see buyers start to come back into the market. All right. So what do I want to see? Potentially, I want to see a break of this level. All right. You know, price might carry on in a H1 downtrend and then bang. Yeah. We start to see higher lows and we get a break of this level. Then I'm interested in buying euro US dollar. I will rarely, if not ever, just start buying in this gray zone. Yeah, I just won't do that. I need to, the market needs to tell me that it's ready to come back up. And something like this with a break of structure will tell me exactly that. Retrace, start to buy it. All right, so euro US dollars are a really nice level to buy, but the lower time frames are telling us to stay out of this market at the moment, and that daily candle is. All right. Right, what else are we looking at? Yeah, thanks, Kevin. Yeah, guys, if we can get the likes up, thank you very much. Smash that like button, that'll be great. What else are we looking at today? Gold. Cara would like to look at gold. Let's take a look. So gold, where are we? Gold. Look at that reaction. Trade that if you dare. So gold, let's take a look. Let's start with the day chart. Let's start with the weekly chart, actually, because on the weekly chart, this for me is in a downtrend. Yeah, price has been breaking down and it's back at these last highs here. So this could be a good, you know, potential short back down to this gray zone, if not further, if we were trading the weekly chart on its own. All right, but we're not. We need to get all the information we can from different time frames. Now we look at the day chart. So remember, weekly, potentially a short. We've had a nice wick. Yeah, potentially a nice short. If we now drop to the day chart, yeah, what are we looking at? On the day chart, we're looking at an uptrend. Yeah. Yeah, we are still in an uptrend. Higher lows, higher highs. Yeah, we're in an uptrend. But we've got sellers here on the weekly chart, and we will have buyers here on the daily chart. So for me, there's no trade with gold. Yeah, you're probably going to get something like this, guys, where buyers and sellers just fight. And for me to trade this, I need one of two things to happen. All right. So I need a break in the daily structure, maybe something like this, and we can start shorting this pair. Okay, for shorts, or this uptrend continues and we break these highs. All right. Then I'll be interested in buying this pair. Okay. So, you know, that's what I'm looking for gold. At the moment, I just don't like it as a trade. You've clearly got sellers in the market. Look at these candles, but we're in an uptrend. So no trade for me. There's too much conflicting information with gold. All right, so I would just stay away. Okay, so T would like to, so Assad would like to Euro Aussie dollar, Euro CAD. Guys, I will always go to the Simply Forex members first of all. So Paul Scaff, hey Tom, was looking at your New Zealand US dollar trade. Was it a counterplay? I was feeling daily structure was bearish. Daily structure is bearish. I would agree. Okay. So if we go back to New Zealand US dollar, what are we seeing? Okay. So yeah, I'm still looking for shorts. Yeah. If we look at the day chart, guys, it's more of this weekly candle. Yeah. Because if we look at this weekly candle, yeah, look at that. And we've been in this range. So on the weekly chart, We've been looking, it did break a little bit, but then it come back inside. So I think we can come back to the bottom of this range. Okay, so weekly's in a range. The day chart is just, you know, super bearish, arguably not in a downtrend. This is the last low and it hasn't been broken. But just look at all of that selling. Yeah, look at these candles. Seller, 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 and seller. All right. And I like this gray zone for shorts. Okay. So I'm looking for shorts, Paul. Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. And if we look at the H4, okay, we're getting a bit of a, yeah, you know, the New York Open is about to happen and we're getting a bit of volatility. But, you know, this H4 play is still good. Yeah, we're still in a H4 downtrend. These highs haven't broken and we're looking to take price down to here. Okay. And then if we look at the H1, you know, we've had a bit of a spike up. It hasn't taken out my stop loss. My stop loss is up here. But if this remains, you know, a bearish candle, a bearish wick that closes back into these highs, you know, my trade is still very valid. I'm looking to short this pair back down to here. Okay, so yeah, you know, New Zealand US dollar, we're still looking to short it, guys. Not much has changed. You know, it will depend on how this hourly candle finishes. Yeah, because it's quite, you know, it's just spiked up. But this might be a quick stop loss grab. You know, take a few people out and then come back down. But yeah, shorts are still intact as we currently speak. It'll be interesting to see what this hourly candle does. Yeah, if we get a nice wick on this, you know, even if it has a green body, but we get a nice wick, I still think that would be a good entry for shorts. All right, so yeah, New Zealand dollar, US dollar short. Bruce, hi, all sorry I'm late, but at least you didn't lock the door. Bruce, we would never lock the door to a member. Yeah, not unless, I don't know. You'd have to go, you'd have to do quite a lot of bad stuff. Poo Poppy, I'm planning to short New Zealand dollar, Canadian dollar. What do you think? Okay, so Poo Poppy, New Zealand dollar, Canadian dollar. Let's take a look at this. So again, yeah, if we look at the day chart, this would be a short play. Yeah, I'm looking for shorts. Price was in an uptrend and then it has come crashing back down. All right, breaking this last low and breaking below the moving average 20. All right, so my inclination is to short it back down to this blue line. Okay, this 8100 level. So that's what the day chart's telling me. And then just look at the candles. You know, seller, 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 seller. Even this wick is a seller. Okay. If we drop down to the H4 as well, again, guys, yeah, look at all the time frames. So New Zealand CAD, again, like the New Zealand US dollar trade, let's see how this H4 candle finishes. Because currently, H4 structure is still intact. This high hasn't broke yet. Okay, so if this H4 candle finishes quite bullish like this, let's say we get a candle like this, then I'm not interested. Yeah, we've had a H4 structure break and chances are it could come back up to here, the next level. But if this high remains and we get a wick like we are now that closes back inside this high, I still think sells are applicable, yeah, are on the table. If we drop down to the H1 now, yeah, it's this again, like I said, with New Zealand US dollar, this candle is going to be the interesting driving candle of if we short this or not. All right, so this is the last high. If it breaks this, not interested. If we get a large wick, something like this that closes back inside, then potentially we've got a good short from this area. Okay, so it really depends. New Zealand US dollar and New Zealand dollar Canadian dollar, obviously both highly correlated. This next hourly, and also it will be a H4 candle, are pivotal to these two trades, guys. All right, so let's keep an eye on them. Right, what else are we looking at? Okay, so Paul, you were looking at a buy. Okay, well, yeah, as I explained, the reasons I explained, that's why I was looking for a short on New Zealand US dollar. All right, so we shall see. But if it breaks that level, yeah, like New Zealand dollar, Canadian dollar, if it breaks that level, not, you know, I'll stay hedged. Okay. Right, what else are we looking at? Let's have a look at ASAD, Euro Aussie dollar for ASAD. Let's take a look. Euro Aussie dollar. So again, let's start with the weekly chart. Let's do a little top-down approach. So for me, yeah, I'm seeing a breakdown in weekly structure. Yeah, price was coming up. And then at this point, price has broken down. We are getting lower highs, yeah, lower lows. Okay, and we broke out of this channel, okay, with this candle here. Shot back up to these last highs, and price still hasn't broke these highs, hasn't broken these highs. Yeah, closes back in, closes back in. So this level here is pivotal to Euro Aussie dollar. Yeah, and as you can see, we're getting quite the, you know, the bearish response as we speak. If we drop down to the day chart now, let's bear that in mind. So because of, so this is interesting, guys, all right? Because this is the last weekly high. So sellers are in here. All right. But we are in a daily uptrend. Yeah. Which has turned into a range. Yeah. So let's just make that clear. This market has turned into a range. It's coming up here and it's been ranging. So if I had to trade this pair, I would short this back down to the bottom of this range. All right. So first and foremost, let's pull this out a little bit so we can see this. So first and foremost, guys, you can trade the range. Yeah. You can trade shorts from here, shorts from here, shorts from here. Yeah. And then buys from here. Yeah. That's how we trade a range. So looking at this and looking at this bearish candle, I think shorts down to here. If we drop down to the, and this will probably keep happening, guys, until you get a winner. So you've got weekly sellers, daily buyers. So this could continue. And then what we want to see is a break. If we get a break to the upside, let's go with the flow and we can buy Euro Aussie dollar. But if we get a break to the downside, we can start shorting Euro Aussie dollar. Yeah, once it breaks out of this range. But while we're in the range, yeah, and if I had to trade this right now, you said, Tom, you have to trade this, otherwise we will push you off a high building, then I would short this. Yeah, like I said, guys, I would short this potentially back down to these lows here. All right. There's not much value in this trade right now. Yeah, because, you know, here's your reward. And realistically, you would have to put your stop up here and this would be your risk. So there's no value. The trade doesn't make sense. Okay. But I would short it. What I would need to see, guys, is a retrace, potentially back to this level here, and then we come lower. All right, so that's what I'm seeing on Euro Aussie dollar, Assad. I hope that helps you with your analysis. What else are we looking at? You're welcome, Assad. Euro Canadian dollar. Before I talk about Euro Canadian dollar, if I could ask everyone to smash the like button right now, please, I'm going to have a drink. And also, guys, if you're new to the channel, come and join us, subscribe to the channel. And let me just mention a few things that our channel does, guys. So first of all, we've got a free Discord channel. Yeah. Excuse me. It's free. Okay. We've got traders in there sharing ideas, knowledge. We've got indicators, psychology. So come join the free Discord channel, guys. The link is in the video description. We've also got a VIP Discord. You do have to pay for this, but you get access to me throughout the trading day, as in you can ask me questions. I give you my trade ideas as and when they happen. Okay. You also get 2 other expert traders sharing their ideas. Okay. We give you exclusive content every week, and you can have access to a performance coach should you wish. So if you're interested in the VIP Discord channel, the link is in the video description. Next, guys, I do a mentorship program. If you would like to be coached, mentored one-on-one with myself, then drop us an email and I will send you all the information of the mentorship program. The email is in the video description. And finally, guys, if you would like to become a Simply Forex YouTube member and show your support and appreciation of the channel, then you can. Yeah, by doing so, you'll also get some cool perks as well. The information, again, is in the video description. Right, let's carry on looking at a few more trades, guys. So what else? Yeah, Euro CAD. So this is T Gariba. I hope I've pronounced your name correctly. So T, let's take a look at Euro Canadian dollar. It was Euro Canadian dollar. Yes, it was. I'm just going to take a quick look at New Zealand dollar, US dollar to see if this wick is closing back in. Okay, we've still got a quarter of an hour, so we'll keep an eye on this candle. But Euro dollar, Canadian dollar, where are you? Here you are. So this was a trade idea a couple of days ago, but we didn't get a setup. But potentially, you know, just looking at structure, I like this trade for a buy, yeah, because we are in an uptrend and we have retraced all the way to, you know, pretty much the moving average 20. So again, like Euro US dollar, we are at a nice level of support to potentially take price higher. Okay, so that is good for buys. But again, yeah, do you want to buy this candle? Yeah, this daily candle. Would you like to buy that candle? Yeah, it's quite obvious. Yeah, the answer is no. Yeah, so you must pay attention to the candles. So I don't want to buy this candle. All right. But day trend says we're looking for longs. So what do I need to see? So I need to see a bullish daily reaction, guys, really. Yeah, I need to see a candle, you know, maybe looks something like this. We get a big bullish candle. Yeah, and it tells me buyers are back in control and we can start buying this pair. Looking at today's candle, this would suggest, you know, that potentially price might even come back down to this level. Yeah, this level here. So I want to buy this pair because of the structure. And also, if we look at the weekly chart, yeah, you know, we're still potentially, you know, we've got this big bullish push off of here, you know, and to take price retrace to bring it back up. All right. But on the day chart, what am I doing? Bear with me, guys, pressing all sorts of buttons. Yeah, on the day chart, it's just not ready for a buy. If anything, it's a short down to here. But again, I like to be with day trend. So for me, I cannot trade this pair. All right. But let's look at some clues to see if we could trade it down to here. Yeah. So H4 is just clearly in a downtrend. Yeah. No surprises there. Yeah. We cannot look to buy this pair. Yeah. So probably we will need to wait for it to come down here. And then we can start seeing bulls, buyers come into the market. Okay. If we look at H1 as well, it's just not a buy for today. Again, if anything, it's a short for today. Yeah, to take price lower. But if I sell this, it is against day trend for me. So I'm reluctant to do that. Okay, but yeah, I can't sell it because we're in an uptrend on the day chart, and I can't buy it because everything is telling me that there are no buyers in the market. So I would just stay out of euro Canadian dollar. Okay. Okay, Poopopit, I'm a few pips off my euro Canadian short. Okay, all right, nice, good trade. And guys, I think we are going to call it a day there if we haven't got any more questions. Sorry if I was a little bit vacant earlier, but I had a very important phone call, but everything's okay. Yeah, but guys, look, I hope you've enjoyed the live stream. If you have, please subscribe, like, and smash that like button. Don't forget all the cool things we do, guys. We've got the free Discord, VIP Discord. We've got mentorship program, and we've got Simply Forex YouTube membership. So yeah, check it all out. All the information's in the video description, guys. Have a great rest of your trading day, and I'll catch up with you tomorrow, same time. See you later, guys.